at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Ryder. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Ryder sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Ryder. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Ripped up by Brandon Stevens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Ryder. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Ryder escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Dafe Owe tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll start by running the option to the right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's complete to John Ross.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A big gain there on 3rd and long. They'll come out in the pistol. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the Panthers 7-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
51 for mine. Yo, 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 yo.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a second down. Back to throw. Ryder. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryder. That caught by Trimble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Operating from the gun, Ryder. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Ryder. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Ryder. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ryder. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down. Ryder. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brian Burns gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
Terrace Marshall,
93 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Switch up, switch up. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. You. Check, check. Hey, middle. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Second and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
For Marshall, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Ryder. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dafe Ore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been on this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Flush to his right.
1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Now, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Open space inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
75 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on second down. Ryder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.